What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, I got tons and tons of people sending me messages. They're in my inbox, right? And they said, see, Tank is fighting a bigger fight. Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated, 3-division, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the faces, if not the face, of the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis has a record of 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout. He is 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis recently invited himself into a conversation, into a fight with British welterweight superstar title contender Conor Benn, the son of a legend, Nigel Benn. Okay, Conor Benn is 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout. He's 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. His last 2 fights was above 150 pounds. Conor Benn recently put out a list of fighters he wanted to fight. Now, Conor Benn has been suspended from UKAD, United Kingdom Anti-Doping Agency, and he doesn't have a license, a permit to fight in the UK because he tested positive for a banned substance, right? So Conor Benn is on what he considers a tour in the United States, right? And he had 2 fights here in the States, both of which were above 150 pounds, right? So Conor Benn, he fought yesterday against Pistol Pete Dobson from New York. He won, unanimous decision, but it was a hard-fought fight, right? So Conor Benn, after the fight, was being trolled, okay? He was being trolled, okay? And Conor Benn, right? He was trolled by former unified 3-belt WBC, WBA, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Earl the True Spence Jr. He was also trolled by undefeated 2-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight world champion, now reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion, Devin the Dream Haney, superstar boxer. And so Conor Benn, he put out a list of fighters that he wanted to fight next, right? After his fight with Pistol Pete Dobson. And at the top of the list, he put Devin Haney. At number 2, he put his biggest rival, the son of a legend in the UK, Chris Eubanks Sr., and his son, Chris Eubanks Jr. They were supposed to fight where Conor Benn was moving up the fight of the catchweight, and Conor Benn tested positive for a banned substance. They were supposed to fight. Chris Eubanks Sr. and Nigel Benn, their fathers are massive rivals in the UK, and they fought multiple times. So they were supposed to continue the rivalry. And that's when Conor Benn tested positive for a banned substance, pulled out the fight, and him and Chris Eubanks Jr. been at it ever since. So he put Chris Eubanks Jr. at number 2. At number 3, he put Errol Spence, and he even tagged Errol Spence and said, let's fight next, I'll close your other eye. Now, we know Errol Spence just recently had eye surgery. So he said, let's fight next, I'll close your other eye. Now, I told you, Errol Spence trolled him and said that was exactly a dud, right? And he put the egg, like, who fights at that time of the day in the United States, and there was a trash fight. So he responded to Errol Spence. Then he put another rival at the top of his list in Special K Kell Brook, right? They've been going back and forth. And then he put Mario Barrios, okay? So he put 5 fighters on the list. And he tags his promoter, Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn. And he says to Eddie Hearn, any of the above, let's make it happen, right? For his next fight. And as you can see, I'll show you guys, right? The list, so you can see I'm not making it up, right? There goes the list right there. So you see Devin Haney, Chris Eubanks, Errol Spence, Kell Brook, and Mario Barrios. Then he tags Eddie Hearn, right? And he puts the picture of himself winning, right? And out of the blue, Gervonta Tank Davis invites himself into this conversation to fight Conor Benn. Now, There has been recent reports that Gervonta Tank Davis' next fight is going to be at, it's going to be in the United Kingdom, right? Now, obviously, Conor Benn can't fight in the United Kingdom because he's suspended. But there's lots of talks that Gervonta Tank Davis' next fight is going to be in the United Kingdom, right? And now Gervonta Tank Davis goes on an absolute rant on Conor Benn and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, right? And now with Conor Benn, he's saying Conor Benn is trash. He says he tags himself. Now, on that list of fighters, right? Gervonta Tank Davis responds to that list of fighters that Conor Benn put up. And he's not on that list. Yet, he puts himself on the list and says, he'll knock Conor Benn out, right? Says that he was trash. The performance was trash. So Conor Benn responds and says, okay, here goes Oompa Loompa or whatever he called him, incorporating himself into the conversation. I'll fight you, right? Right? So Conor Benn says this, let's just wait Gervonta Loompa to screen grab the conversation. Gervonta Tank Davis says, no need, we all on the same page. The clock is ticking, right? So Gervonta Tank Davis is saying that he wants to fight Conor Benn now, right? Gervonta Tank Davis posted in his DMs with Eddie Hearn about potential fight versus Conor Benn today. Of course he did. Screenshot and posted it. Eddie Hearn contacts Gervonta Tank Davis, and Eddie Hearn says, you interested in a fight with Conor Benn? And Gervonta Tank Davis says, yes. Then Gervonta Tank Davis responds to Eddie Hearn and says, what we doing, Eddie? Are we going to make this fight happen? So he wants to make the fight happen with Conor Benn, right? Out of nowhere. And a fan, right, says to Gervonta Tank Davis, right? He says to Gervonta Tank Davis, you're going to go up and fight Conor Benn at 147, but Devin Haney is too big for you? And then he says, essentially, this is a bigger fight for me. And he says, who's bigger, Regis Prograis or Conor Benn? Who's better, Regis Prograis or Conor Benn? Throwing the jab at Devin Haney. But that's not the question. Conor Benn's last two fights were at 150 pounds. Right? Gervonta Tank Davis tells father, trainer, and manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, when Bill Haney is trying to reach out to make a fight with him and Devin Haney, he tells him he don't know who to get in contact with. And Turki Al-Sheikh. They're trying to get in contact with Gervonta Tank Davis to fight Devin Haney, and he tells them, you guys don't know who to get in contact with, right? Eddie Hearn tries to reach out about a Devin Haney fight, and he trolls Eddie Hearn. Now Eddie Hearn is reaching out for a Conor Benn fight, and he's not trolling Eddie Hearn. He's telling Eddie Hearn they on the same page, and he wants to fight Conor Benn. So you're going to jump up 147, because Conor Benn's last two fights was at 150, and we know he ain't going down to 140. And everybody said Tank Davis was too big, too small for 140 pounds. And Leonard Ellaby, Mayweather Promotions CEO, just stated that Tank Davis is a 135-pounder who really is a 130-pounder who just allows himself to fight above his weight class. And he's not 140-pounder. And now you're interested in fighting Conor Benn at 147? But Devin Haney was too big? Conor Benn, for sure, rehydrates to 160. He fighting at 150. The weigh-in, he weighed in above 150 pounds. He weighed in at 150.6. He rehydrated at least to 165. He rehydrated to 165. The complaint is that Devin Haney, it's not fair to fight Devin Haney at 140 because he rehydrates to 165. Yet, you willing to fight Conor Benn, who weighs in at Devin weighed in at 140 and rehydrated to 165. Conor Benn weighed in at 150.6. So you know for sure he's above 165. You know that for sure. It's just like Regis weighed in at 140, and the night of the fight, Regis was 158. He gained 18 pounds. Rolly Romero fought Gervonta Tank Davis at 135. He rehydrated to 150. So he gained 15 pounds. So what makes you think that Conor Benn, weighing at 150, didn't gain at least 15 pounds? And now Gervonta Tank Davis is saying they're on the same page and agreeing with Conor Benn that they want to fight. And a fan says Tank is the only guy in boxing not allowed to fight at the weight he want to fight at. Has this ever happened before? Tank agrees and laughs. This is abundantly clear, people. Gervonta Tank Davis is not interested in fighting Devin Haney. And all those excuses. He's too big. Tank don't fight at 135. He fight at 135. He don't fight at 140. He wasn't comfortable fighting at 140 when he fought Mario Barrios and became a world champion and fought at 140 before Devin Haney fought there. He just made y'all all look like fools. All y'all. He made everybody look like a complete fool. And he told Bill, you got to get in contact with the right people. But now he's getting in contact with Eddie Hearn. Now, Eddie Hearn and Bill was trying to reach out for a fight with Devin. He told them they didn't know who to get in contact with to make the fight. But now, it's okay to deal with Bill Haney? I mean, with Eddie Hearn? But y'all said that while they contacting Gervonta Tank Davis, they should be contacting Al Heyman, not Tank Davis. Now they contacting Tank Davis and it's okay and he's negotiating and the fans are okay with this. Boxing is a circus. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.